Hi, we're in a set of videos about creating the graphics pipeline. In this lesson, we're going through the color blending, pipeline layout, and some other smaller steps. The color blending stage takes place after the fragment shader. It determines how the fragment's colors are blended with the already existing rendered parts of the frame. The first thing we will set up is the multi-sampling info. We'll not do multi-sampling, which is also known as anti-aliasing. But for your information, this is the stage that handles edges and their blending to look natural and not jagged and pixelated. We'll set its values to be disabled. Next, we'll go with the color blend attachment state. This structure is responsible for blending with the background. In this state, we will set that we want to blend using all the RGBA components, which is why I bit-or each component bit here. And here while typing this out, I realized I made a small typo, so I renamed the variable. We will explore it further later in the course, so I set it to blend enable false. And we need to set the attachment to the color blend state create info. Here we set the S type per usual, and typing out vk structure type pipeline color blend state create info is indeed quite long. But that is what Vulkan expects, so we have to go with the flow. We'll set the logic operation enable to false for now. We'll attach the color blend attachment by setting the attachments to 1 and passing the others to the previous struct. And we're done with the color blending for now. The next thing we want to construct is the pipeline layout. We go to the header file since we will need the layout later as a member. So I add the field and initialize it to a no handle. We'll write out the layout create info here. Set the S type also, of course. And I will call out vk create pipeline layout, passing in the logical device, the info object, no allocator, and the pipeline member field. If this fails, we need to exit. So I check the layout result here and go as to the exit. Similar to the color blending state, we'll need the layout later, when we want to include extra data for the graphics pipeline, like the uniform buffers or push constants. Like anything created in Vulkan, this object needs to be deleted by us in the destructor. So I scroll to the destructor, and then I add the code for destroying the pipeline layout, which is pretty straightforward. This is it for this lesson. We've prepared almost everything for creating the graphics pipeline. Next, we need to set up and talk about render passes. And after that, create our pipeline.